my goodness, folks. I have some absolutely explosive information about a scandal that threatens to rock the British monarchy to its very foundations. Royal biographer Angela Levin has dropped a nuclear bomb of allegations about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle that has sent shockwaves through royal circles worldwide. Now, I know you guys are excited for more. But before we delve into further discussion, if you haven't subscribed, come on guys, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell ASAP. So now, according to these shocking claims, serious questions are being raised about the true parentage of Archie and Lilibet. Allegations so devastating that Harry has reportedly been furious, threatening immediate legal action to silence these rumors. But his aggressive response has only intensified public suspicion, with many now demanding DNA proof and royal lineage validation. What was once whispered in the corners of royal gossip has erupted into a full-blown public scandal that Harry cannot easily make disappear. Levin's suggestion wasn't casual or vague, it was surgical and specific. She has pointed out that all the lawsuits, all the outrage, all the statements from sources close to the Sussexes mean absolutely nothing if Harry cannot back up his claims with scientific certainty. A simple DNA test would resolve everything once and for all. Yet Harry appears to be doing everything possible to avoid it, choosing instead to hurl accusations at journalists and biographers. And so the question deepens with each passing day. If there is truly nothing to hide, why not take the test? Why threaten to sue Angela Levin instead of simply proving her wrong? The most explosive claim centers around allegations that Lilibet may not be Meghan's biological child. That suggestion alone has rocked the monarchy because it would mean one of the late Queen's great-grandchildren, celebrated in official records, placed in the line of succession, and paraded as the Sussexes' pride and joy, may not even share Meghan's DNA. If true, this wouldn't just be a scandal, it would be constitutional chaos. But the controversies don't stop there. Levin has reminded the world of the strange, unprecedented circumstances surrounding Archie's birth. No photographs outside the hospital, no traditional medical bulletins, no transparent confirmation, just a wall of secrecy that stood in stark contrast to decades of royal tradition. Kate Middleton, for example, posed with all three of her children just hours after giving birth, continuing a practice meant to reassure the nation and maintain transparency about royal succession. Harry and Meghan shattered that norm completely, and critics now argue it was because they had something significant to hide. Then there are the persistent surrogacy whispers that have never truly disappeared. Meghan's unusually small and seemingly shifting baby bump, the carefully staged photographs, the odd timelines, these inconsistencies continue to fuel speculation that Archie and Lilibet were born via surrogates. In the United Kingdom, surrogacy laws would make such arrangements legally sensitive, particularly for children in the royal line of succession. Harry's defenders argue that this is nothing but vile gossip and harassment. But Levin and many commentators insist this isn't about gossip, it's about accountability. If Archie and Lilibet are to be considered royal, they must meet the same transparent standards every royal child has met before them. Otherwise, the legitimacy of the monarchy itself comes into question. What makes this situation particularly damaging is Harry's response. His furious outbursts and legal threats come across not as strength, but as desperation. He's acting less like a confident father defending his family's privacy, and more like a man cornered by truths too heavy to bear. The deeper you dig, the more Harry's credibility unravels. Consider the serious line of succession crisis this creates. As long as Archie and Lilibet remain unverified, they sit in positions of extraordinary importance in the royal order. The monarchy isn't a celebrity brand where image is enough. It's a constitutional institution. If questions over bloodlines remain unanswered, Parliament itself may one day be forced to intervene. The stakes couldn't possibly be higher. Angela Levin has pressed this exact point. She notes that in centuries past, no royal child could be recognized without clear medical and legal confirmation. Harry and Meghan broke every tradition. No hospital steps photo, no medical team confirmation, no official witnesses. Instead, the Sussexes demanded blind trust from a public that has every reason to expect accountability. The absence of transparency has itself become evidence of something amiss. What's particularly telling is Meghan's silence amid this firestorm. When Levin's bombshell broke, Harry raged publicly, but Meghan's lips remained sealed. Was it dignity or strategy? Some say she knows that entering the debate risks cross-examination she cannot withstand. Others believe her silence speaks volumes, a quiet acknowledgement that denial only digs the hole deeper. In either case, Meghan's retreat only sharpens suspicion. Meanwhile, Harry's pattern of attacking the press has become his trademark. From lawsuits against tabloids to threats against biographers, he seems determined to fight words with fury. But what he doesn't grasp is that every outburst plays into the narrative of guilt. As one commentator brilliantly put it, if you want the world to believe you, don't sue, show proof. And now Harry faces a catastrophic choice that grows more humiliating by the day. Either provide DNA proof and risk confirming whispers about surrogacy or non-parentage, or refuse forever and live under a shadow of suspicion that will haunt Archie and Lilibet into adulthood. There is no third option. Angela Levin has made it clear she will not back down. She has hinted that she holds even more evidence, ready to unleash if Harry continues his legal threats. A courtroom battle would not just pit Harry against a biographer. It would open the door to subpoenas, medical records, and sworn testimonies. In short, the very transparency Harry appears to fear most. What began as whispers in gossip columns has now hardened into a public demand. Prove the children are yours. Prove they are Meghan's. Prove they are of royal blood. The longer Harry resists, the more catastrophic the fallout. His threats of lawsuits look less like strength and more like panic. His refusal to release proof looks less like privacy and more like concealment. And every silence from Meghan adds fuel to the inferno. This isn't mere celebrity drama. It's a constitutional bomb ticking beneath the House of Windsor. If Archie and Lilibet are not legitimate heirs, the monarchy faces one of its darkest legitimacy crises in modern history. And Harry, in his fury, is only accelerating the implosion. Royal insiders have started pointing out the glaring contradictions in the Sussex narrative. If Harry and Meghan truly wanted privacy, why stage Oprah interviews, Netflix documentaries, Spotify deals, and endless memoir confessions? They deliberately put their family in the spotlight, yet refuse transparency at the most critical moment. To the public, it reeks of hypocrisy. The global ripple effects are spreading daily. Across Britain, whispers of constitutional danger grow louder. In America, even formerly sympathetic media outlets are questioning whether Harry and Meghan's brand of truth is in fact carefully manufactured theater. Every headline, every lawsuit, every bitter denial only strengthens Levin's position. Angela Levin herself has been unflinching in her assessment. She has said publicly that Harry's rage proves one thing: she has struck a nerve. If her claims were truly baseless, Harry could laugh them off. Instead, he trembles with fury. That fury is telling, even more damning than the allegations themselves. Legal analysts warn that Harry's threats could backfire spectacularly. A lawsuit would open the door to subpoenas for medical records, witness testimony from doctors, and sworn evidence. What Harry wants buried could be forced into the open in a court of law. Imagine the humiliation if, under oath, the truth proved different from the fairy tale the Sussexes have sold the world. And so we circle back to the ultimate demand: prove it. Until the day Harry offers DNA clarity, until Meghan steps forward with full transparency, Archie and Lilibet's place in the royal bloodline will remain under suspicion. That suspicion will not fade with time. It will only grow stronger. The bombshell Angela Levin has dropped is not just a scandal of today, it's a shadow that could haunt the monarchy for decades to come. The royal family itself remains conspicuously silent on these explosive allegations, which many interpret as telling. If the claims were completely baseless, surely the palace would issue a firm denial to protect the line of succession. Their silence suggests either they share these concerns privately, or they're distancing themselves from a situation they fear may prove embarrassing. For Harry, a man who once enjoyed tremendous public goodwill as the charming, relatable prince, this represents a catastrophic fall from grace. The soldier who served his country with distinction, the humanitarian who founded the Invictus Games, now finds himself cornered by allegations he seems unable or unwilling to disprove. His reputation isn't just damaged, it's potentially destroyed forever if these questions remain unanswered. As this extraordinary drama continues to unfold, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. The truth will eventually come out. No amount of legal threats or PR spin can suppress questions of such constitutional importance forever. DNA doesn't lie, records can be subpoenaed, and witnesses can be compelled to testify. What began as a royal biographer's allegations has evolved into a potential crisis for the entire monarchy. The question now is whether Harry will finally provide the proof that would silence these rumors once and for all, or continue his strategy of threats and denials. Because one thing is certain, this scandal isn't going away. Angela Levin has opened a Pandora's box that cannot be closed, and the demand for truth grows louder with each passing day. Ta-ta. And bye for now.